All right, people, listen up. We're talking about the KJSE, the Kenya Junior Secondary Education Assessment. Now, this isn't just some random pop quiz you can cram for the night before. This, my friends, is the big leagues. It's the national exam at the end of grade 9, the final boss battle of the CBC system. Why is it such a big deal? Because it determines where you go to senior secondary school. And let's be honest, that decision can be a major plot twist in the epic saga of your life. Think of it as a combination lock on the door to your future. Each subject is a number on the combination, and the better you do, the more options you unlock. Ace your exams, and you're holding a golden ticket to some of the best schools in the country. But hey, even if you don't get straight A's, don't sweat it. The KJSEA also takes into account your interests and talents, because nobody wants to be stuck studying something they hate for 3 years. Trust me, I've been there, it's not pretty. So whether you're dreaming of becoming a doctor, an engineer, an artist, or the next big TikTok star, remember this. The KJSEA is your chance to show the world what you're made of. This is your moment to shine, Kenya, so let's do this. First up, we've got English, or as Shakespeare liked to call it, the language of love, power, and really long monologues. Now, paper 1 is all about comprehension, oral skills, those pesky closed tests where they leave out words and expect you to magically know what goes in the blanks, and of course, the grammar section. Because apparently, knowing the difference between your and your is a crucial life skill. Paper 2 is where you get to unleash your inner Shakespeare, or at least try to write something halfway decent. We're talking composition, oral literature, poetry analysis, which, let's be real, is basically just trying to figure out what the poet was smoking when they wrote that. And then there's drama and novella analysis. So brush up on your literary devices, kids, because this paper is all about diving deep into the world of words. Next up is Kiswahili, the language that unites East Africa. And no, before you ask, knowing Hakuna Matata from The Lion King won't cut it here. Paper 1 is all about your grasp of the language itself, testing your comprehension skills with multiple choice questions. It's like a safari through the savannah of sentences, except instead of lions and elephants, you're dodging grammatical errors and tricky vocabulary. Paper 2 is where you get to show off your creative writing skills. Get ready to tackle Insha, the art of essay writing, Fasihi Simulizi, which dives into the world of oral literature. And then there's analyzing novellas, plays, tamthilia, and poetry, Ushairi. It's a true test of your ability to wield the power of Kiswahili, so sharpen those pencils and get ready to impress. Mathematics, the subject that either fills you with excitement or sends you running for the hills. But hey, whether you love it or hate it, there's no escaping math in the KJSEA. This single paper is a smorgasbord of everything you learned, or maybe slept through, in grade 9, numbers, algebra, measurement, geometry, and data handling. And just to keep you on your toes, they've thrown in both multiple choice and structured questions. So dust off those calculators, sharpen your pencils, and get ready to put your math skills to the test. Who knows, maybe one day you'll use this stuff in real life. Although, let's be honest, you'll probably just use your phone calculator like the rest of us. Time to put on your lab coats and goggles because we're entering the fascinating world of integrated science. Paper 1 is all about testing your knowledge of scientific theories and concepts with a mix of multiple choice and those dreaded structured questions. You know the ones I'm talking about, the ones where you have to actually write complete sentences and explain your reasoning. The horror! But wait, there's more. Paper 2 is where the real fun begins. It's practical exam time. Get ready to roll up your sleeves and conduct experiments, because this is where you prove you can walk the scientific walk, not just talk the talk. Ever wondered where your food comes from? Well, besides the grocery store, obviously. In agriculture and nutrition, you'll delve into the fascinating world of farming, food production, and, you guessed it, nutrition. The theory paper throws a mix of multiple choice and structured questions your way, testing your knowledge of everything from soil types to the importance of a balanced diet. But the real highlight is the project-based assessment. That's right, you actually get to get your hands dirty. This is where you apply your knowledge in a series of practical tasks, proving you can grow your own food, or at least identify a ripe tomato. So, channel your inner farmer and get ready to dig into the world of agriculture. Next up, we've got social studies and life skills because knowing how to balance a checkbook is just as important as knowing the Pythagorean theorem. Okay, maybe not just as important, but you get the point. This single paper is a crash course in all things related to society, culture, government, and those essential life skills they never seem to teach you in school, like how to file your taxes or negotiate a raise. So, if you've ever wondered how the government works, how to be a responsible citizen, or how to avoid ending up on an episode of Hoarders, this subject is for you. Consider it your guide to navigating the wonderful and sometimes terrifying world of adulthood. Now it's time to get in touch with your spiritual side, or at least try to remember what they taught you in religious education class. Whether you're studying Christian religious education or Islamic religious education, you'll be facing a single paper designed to test your knowledge of religious teachings, moral values, and maybe even a few parables. So brush up on your scriptures, memorize those 10 commandments, or the 5 pillars of Islam, and prepare to answer questions about faith, ethics, and the meaning of life. Or at least the meaning of life according to your chosen religious text. Finally, a subject for those who are less about equations and more about expressing themselves. Creative arts and sports is where you get to showcase your artistic talents or athletic prowess. Paper 1 is all about the hands-on experience, with a project-based assessment that covers everything from painting and drawing to singing, dancing, acting, and even sports. So, whether you're a budding Picasso or the next David Rudisha, this is your chance to shine. Paper 2 delves into the theory behind the arts and sports, testing your knowledge of performing arts, different sports techniques, and visual arts concepts. So, even if you're not a natural-born artist or athlete, don't worry. You can still ace this subject with a little bit of studying and a whole lot of passion. Get those hard hats ready, because pre-technical studies is all about building, designing, and problem-solving. Paper 1 throws a mix of multiple choice and structured questions your way, testing your understanding of technical concepts, tools, and processes. But the real excitement kicks in with Paper 2's project-based assessment. This is where you put theory into practice, tackling practical technical tasks that challenge your creativity and problem-solving skills. So, channel your inner engineer, architect, or inventor and get ready to build something amazing. So you've conquered the KJSEA, you've faced the academic gauntlet, and now it's time for the final act placement into senior secondary school. This is where your hard work hopefully pays off, and you find out which educational path you'll be embarking on for the next 3 years. But remember, folks, placement isn't just about your KJSEA scores. It also takes into account your interests and career aspirations. Do you dream of pursuing a career in the arts and sports science? Or maybe social sciences is more your jam? Or perhaps you're destined for greatness in the world of STEM science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Whatever your passion, the KJSEA helps guide you towards the path that's right for you. So there you have it, folks, the KJSEA in all its glory. It's a journey, no doubt, but remember, this is just the beginning of your adventure. The KJSEA is a stepping stone, a launch pad for your dreams. It's about discovering your passions, honing your skills, and setting yourself up for success in the exciting world that awaits you beyond those classroom walls. To all the students out there, embrace the challenge, put in the work, and most importantly, believe in yourself. The future of Kenya rests on your shoulders, and trust me, you've got this. So go out there, make us proud, and remember, the only limits are the ones you set for yourself.